we present an approach for designing a new class of arbitrary genus space-filling shapes that can tile in three-dimensional space. Topological interlocking is a design principle by which elements or blocks of special shapes are arranged in such a way that the whole structure can be held together by a global peripheral constraint, while locally the elements are kept in place by kinematic constraints imposed through the shape and mutual arrangement of the elements. Topological interlocking has been explored in several disciplines, such as mechanics and architecture. In fact, we find that this concept was explored in the late 1600s by Joseph Abeille, and then later by Sébastien Truchet. In many of Abeille's and Truchet's examples, one can observe stereotomy, a concept in stonemasonry wherein the weight of the stone against itself makes it hover in space through the very weight that should make it fall down. Based on these ideas of interlocking and stereotomy, our work demonstrates a systematic approach to model tiles that are not only topologically interlocking, but also space-filling. Upon careful observation, we note that many examples of topologically interlocking structures share a visual correspondence with fabric weaves. For example, Abeille's flat vaults, when abstracted as simple blocks, display two patterns on the top and bottom faces that are orthogonal to each other. In fact, these patterns share a correspondence with plane weaves. We utilize this correspondence, which allows us to extend it to other types of weaves as well. The basic idea behind our algorithm is to decompose or partition a given volume using Voronoi decomposition by choosing higher dimensional Voronoi sites and configuring these sites based on weave symmetries. For example, using this plane weave symmetry, we can generate lines in a two-dimensional domain and partition the domain using Voronoi decomposition. Notice the similarity to Abeille's idea of stereotomy. We can extend this idea to create 3D tiles by creating two planes with weave symmetries and creating Voronoi sites as surfaces. In this example, a surface is first discretized in a layer-wise manner. For each layer, we compute the 2D Voronoi partition of the domain and integrate the decomposed layers to create the tile geometry. Here, you can see each individual layer for two tiles in an assembly. We can also directly compute the tiles using 3D Voronoi decomposition. For example, here we start with the V-shaped site arrangement based on the weave symmetries, which can be repeated in a given volume to obtain this example of generalized Abeille tiles. We experimented with several types of higher dimensional Voronoi sites to explore different designs for generalized Abeille tiles. These are the space-filling tiles obtained for plane and twill weaves using our layer-wise and 3D Voronoi algorithms. Here are some physical constructions of genus 0 tile assemblies using our approach. We experimented with 3D printing, aluminum casting, and wax casting. Topological interlocking shapes, when assembled, are known to retain their location under peripheral loads and can be useful in several engineering applications. In order to explore this further, we conducted finite element analysis with 3 different varieties of generalized Abeille tiles. In our simulation, we constructed a 7x7 assembly of the tiles and observed the stresses induced by a specified displacement, while keeping the peripheral tiles fixed. Our results suggest a strong relationship between the patterns of stress distribution and the type of weave symmetry chosen. Notice that twill and plane weave symmetries with the T-shaped Voronoi sites exhibit similar behavior in comparison to a monolithic block. For more details, please read our paper at midl.tamu.edu. Thanks for watching.